How are we doing? Happy noontime. Happy lunchtime. How is it going? It's Thursday. Y'all, we almost to the weekend. I am in love with this song right now. This is Good and Plenty by Alexis Isley. This is not new to anybody. I love this song for a long time. I know we all have, but she just did a performance of it on Tiny Desk, and now I'm obsessed with it all over again. And I had it playing. Hello, Rachel. Hey, y'all, come on in. Come on in. Immediately get your heart me. Immediately get your heart me. Immediately. Erin Ashley, hello. How are you? Y'all, first of all, it's Halicue. I'm so happy to see y'all. Thank you all for immediately getting the likes going. Thank you for getting in here. Thank you for sending out the live. Thank you for touching my face. Thank you for hanging out with me at lunch. I'm trying different times because I want to go live with y'all more often, but sometimes like life intervenes in the afternoon. Oh my gosh, look at y'all sharing out the live. Thank you. Hey, Rick. Erin, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, let's dedicate Good and Plenty to Erin. Not in a weird way. Not in a weird way, but I am in love with this song right now. And y'all, I've been getting ready for lives for y'all. Y'all don't understand. I've been getting ready like I'm getting ready for like back when I used to get ready for a date. And for me, that was a long time ago. That was back in college. So that's when you would like try to get your little atmosphere right. I have my little candle going, got my little sacred space going. I need everything to be orderly. I need my electric blanket to be on. I need to be nice and warm. Y'all, we're talking about the evolutionary upgrade today, and we're going to get into that and what that's about. We're also live on the tube that is you. So if you're worried, if you come in, oh, Erin, thank you so much. Erin's like, let me immediately come in and meet. See, that's how I like to come in the room on y'all's lives, and I'm noticing y'all are going live. I'm noticing y'all are going live. I'm noticing you're putting yourselves out there. I approve. I want you to know that I notice, and that's how I love to come into people's lives too. I'm like, let me just go. Let me just go to the front. Excuse me. The rest, excuse me. Excuse me. Like, let me just come say hello to the host. Give me the little daily heart me. Get those hearts going. It makes me so happy. Y'all, I can't help but notice, and the reason I want to talk about the kind of evolutionary upgrade is because I've been having a lot of conversations with people about what the contest back in November and the insane kind of social political times that we're in right now, we were talking about how that's revealing to us how there are a lot of really kind of empty shell people walking around out here. Generally the conversation goes along the lines of, and you all, thank you so much for sharing out the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are already a member of the family, if you're already like a part of the 92% community, you follow me, you're into our lifestyle, you're into what we're about. Thank you so much for going ahead and collecting your daily heart me, for sending out the live, for touching my face. If there's another Black woman of the 92% that is of like mind and interest with me, the people that hang out with me, the things I talk about on TikTok, on YouTube, on Substack, and other places, please invite them on in. Every single thing I do, every single time I go live, I try to make it nourishing to the soul of Black women in some way. And I can generally guarantee that if the topic or the thing that we're talking about is nourishing to my soul. And so I'm thinking now about the evolutionary upgrade because, as I was saying, and y'all, thank you. Let's get to 5,000 hearts as soon as we can. Let's get our little fingers tapping. Y'all know that when we tap, it not only, first of all, it is a completely free way that costs absolutely nothing to say, girl, thanks for showing up. Oh, I'm so glad to be here. Oh, I'm so glad to be in a space with like other Black women. Oh, at least I know Halicue is not gonna stress me out. Like, hopefully she will make me laugh and uphold me and uplift me in some way. Let me just have this little 5 minutes. Oh, girl, thank you. Oh, I really wanted to talk. I really needed to talk. That's what we do, like when we're tapping. Costs absolutely nothing. You don't need no coins to just drop somebody like a quick, to drop some quick likes. So thank you so much. And also it feels good. Like I have to tell you, like when I see that flow of hearts going, hey, Corey, thank you for coming on in. Oh, I love a little puffy little TikTok. Thank you. So thank you all for coming on in. Thank you for sharing the live. We're talking about the evolutionary upgrade because I've been having some conversations. And this is the blessing of being my age and knowing myself and doing what I do. I find myself not in the company of people I don't like very often. I'm unbelievably selective, and I'm also making an effort to kind of get over some social shyness because I give so much energy. Like online, sometimes it's a little hard for me to actually say yes to stuff. I'm saying yes to something this afternoon. My whole town is gonna be see a happy, laughing, confident Black woman today because 'cause we're having comedy on the plaza. So we get, like, these 4 comedians, like, to come to the plaza. Everybody sets up tables. We're a little bougie with it. We set up at a restaurant that's, like, right across from the plaza so we can have something to eat, some pizza, and have people, like, bringing us drinks and stuff. But that's what I'm doing, so I'm gonna do that today. But so I've been having the conversations I've been having with people, even new people. Yo, thank you all so much. Do I ever visit Mississippi? Yes, I do, and I need to. This is the kind I'm trying to figure out how to do it this summer. It's kind of hard. I just saw my mom in March because like 50% of it is going to Mississippi, needing to be in Mississippi because it's clearly generations and generations of my family like buried in Mississippi. Thank you so much. Thank you, Corey, about the podcast. Corey, wait, is this you from over on Substack? Corey, is that you? I know there's a Corey, like, over on Substack that does this great, like, podcast show, and it's, like, Black podcast show. Anyway, so 50% of it but anyway, Corey, thank you so much. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I got 2 new episodes on deck. 50% of it is me needing to get back to Mississippi to see my mama, like, and my Uncle Junior and my dad, like, and my cousins, like, my Aunt Marilyn and Carolyn. Like, 50% of it is that. And, like, but the other 50% is, like, the soil. Thank you, Aaron Ashley, and you all, if y'all touch that popular right now, you could send it out when Aaron Ashley puts it up, even if you don't have access to it, tap it and send it out. We want those populars, like, we want it going out, especially during Community Fest, and you know what? I have to send it out to people myself. So, so it's a combination of things, and the thing is, I just saw my mom. Like, I just saw my mom. We went on this, like, my mom and my favorite uncle, went on, like, literally this uncle basically practically, like, raised me. He was the father figure, in the house, um, when my after my mom was divorced, and he is without a doubt the most gentle, loving man that was, like, in my life until my mom married my stepfather, and then we just, for the first time, like, I had it made with, like, gentle, kind men, like, in the house that could, like, handle how kind of big and outsized the personalities of the women were. So since I just saw my mom, there's less of a hankering, but y'all, this time of year, it gets very, very, very hard for me, um, about home. Like, I start really, 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 really missing home. I really do in the summer, because Mississippi in the summer, like, there is a smell to it, and it's not a bad smell. Like, it's a smell of pine and heat and like food and like just the smell of hot asphalt and like rainstorms. Like it's a whole thing and a vibe, and it's literally the ancestors, my people that have been buried in the soil there, pulling me, like saying, "Come home," like like pulling me back. So that's hard to and it's tough. Like, I guess I'm saying I don't think I'm gonna be able to get back to Mississippi this summer, and I think I'm realizing it. And it's making me sad. Thank you for coming on in. But both my daughters are home for the summer, and this is the first summer I've had in over 10 years where it wasn't being dominated by soccer, by elite girls soccer, them having to be here for practices and games and club games, captains practices for their high school teams. This is the first summer they're home. They're both home together. I have a 21-year-old and a 16-year-old. My husband is in the hog heaven. Like, this man has never been so happy. All his girls are like all home together at once. The 16-year-old is recovering from ACL surgery, so she's not in training, so she's working. So like the girls are both here. Oh, and the 21-year-old has this amazing internship like in the city. So like I just want to be here like with them, like it's just so wonderful, even if it's them being out and whatever. Like I very much am enjoying like being home right now, but I do try to get back to Mississippi. Is hey Arabesque, how are you? Oh my gosh. So we got like some of the we have some of the subscribers like in the house. And oh y'all, there's some really exciting things coming up for the subscriber community. When you just come in just as a subscriber, hey pals, how are you? Come on in, welcome. We're talking about the evolutionary upgrade, y'all, because I think the children call them NPCs, like not, oh my gosh, y'all got like 19 messages. You can, oh, Black Beauty says, hey, Black Beauty, you can feel our ancestors in Mississippi. Oh, and your mom's from Natchez, Mississippi. Oh my goodness. Whoever he is, you're very lucky. You're winning. Thank you. You know, what can I say? You know, as a Leo, and thank you all for letting me appear in wife beater today. It is wife beater. It is wife beater weather. It is not, you know, everything is not a competition, but I'm a Leo and I have Leo's sun, Mercury, Mars. Everything is not a competition, but we stay winning around here. As I tell the children, hey, oh my gosh, pals, welcome on in. See the way pals comes in, says hi, gets her daily heart me, starts to say hello to everyone. Pals, welcome in. I'm so happy you're in. And I'm glad I decided to go live at lunch. I know that the number one rule of going live is that you need to be consistent. You need to be at the same time. It needs to be like a TV show. Everybody needs to be able to depend on you. My life, just don't go. Silvana, how are you? Welcome here. Oh my gosh. I was like, the band is back together. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Welcome back. Oh my gosh. Welcome back. And I can't wait to see everybody. I can't wait to see our subscriber community pals. Thank you. I can't wait to see our community grow. I cannot wait. It is growing. There are 11 subscribers now. And in addition to you all getting your own private videos, there's going to be a lot more exciting things. Me sharing like wellness rituals. I'm trying to get better about some things, about the way I wake up in the morning, about the way I go to bed at night, that I'm going to be kind of sharing, because I have some special things I do, re-jump starting some habits. And I want us to come along with me, because Black women, I don't know if we've noticed, but we are on the upgrade. And it's very interesting to me. See, this is what happens when you get healthy and spiritual, like when you get therapy and you have like a good spiritual foundation, like, and your family life is working out and your career is moving all at the same time. That Venn diagram starts getting like closer to a circle. You start to really be able to notice things. And I know, have you noticed it? Okay, so I'm not by myself. It is almost eerie how the world, the geopolitical world, is nuts. It's getting crazier every day. Nuttier, nuttier, and nuttier. But the more that happens, the more graduation video, like Black women getting their PhDs. Oh, just casually getting their PhDs. Like, oh girl, I didn't even know what you was back in school and you're getting like a PhD. Okay. And you've opened a restaurant, and I just can't help but notice, and the calmer and the healthier we seem to be getting. You mess around and don't catch one of your Black girlfriends for 3 months, and the next time you see her, she started a business. Um, she decided to get married. She's, oh girl, I'm moving. I'm gonna be moving back to Ghana. I'm going back to Lagos. I'm gonna I've moved manufacturing from da 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 da. I'm gonna try to get this thing going, girl. And I have you don't know what you may see. I feel like it's happening within myself. Stuff's happening. I notice y'all. There are a lot of times I want to be like, do they know I can see them? I can see, girl, look at you. Okay. Giving me 5 videos a week. Yes, ma'am. Okay, making that content. Okay. Coming on over here to Substack, getting started. I see. Oh, you sing too. You do music. Okay, you're going to give us a little faceless live where you sing us some of your original music. Okay. I'm just saying I notice. Okay. I'm just saying, when I first came onto this app back when I was back in the cut, ain't nothing had gone viral. I've been following some of y'all since then. And I notice. I'm just saying that I notice, and it makes me so happy. And even if I have managed to and y'all, thank you for sharing out the live. Thank you for sharing it out. Let's get the tapping going. Oh, y'all, we should have got to 10. Come on. Let's go. Let's share it out. I'm going to share out some more too. I'm going to clap for us in advance. I'm going to cheer for us in advance, Because y'all are, hey, Allison, welcome in, because y'all got me for a little while. It's the best. 21-year-old is at her internship. 16-year-old had lunch with a friend, as you do, like lunch. Like lunch with these girls do things that, oh my God, if I told my mom on like a Thursday, Mom, I'm just gonna go, but she schedules it in between her little work shifts. I'm proud of her, to be perfectly honest with you. Um, Husband just finished a run and he's on his way to get his little sports massage or whatever in the city. So y'all got me for a minute. So I'm not under any pressure to have to get there. Excuse me. Oh, and if for any reason you got to jump off, you feel like you're scared, you're gonna miss something good. Allison, thank you for coming in and say hey and setting the example. I appreciate that so much. Leo Queen, our season is on the way. But as I was saying, we're going to be talking about the evolutionary upgrade. I'm just saying, I noticed it myself. Thank you all so much for getting us to 10. I could tell. Oh, and you all saying hi to each other. It makes me so happy. So I was saying, even if I have just managed to get, hello, Nayland's here. Oh my gosh, my favorite AI artist. And that's saying something because there's some AI artists out here. Nayland, y'all please follow my girls, follow Pals, follow Allison, follow Silvana was in here, follow Nayland, y'all. These are some of my faves are in the house. And thank you all for sharing me out. Touch my nose, touch my face, share it out to any Black woman that might need this love right now. Nayland, I think I have a sticker on the way. Nayland, would you like to help your auntie Halicue? I would love to create a sticker pack for like subscribers and also for my tarot subscribers. So we should absolutely talk about that and like what you would charge for that because everybody loves stickers and Nayland has some of the most beautiful ones. In my mind, that little rainbow fairy is like a person. She needs a cartoon. Like she needs some little internet show like where she flies around and has a life in your world and like we watch it like on Nickelodeon the way we watch like oh my gosh you could make one hell of a what is that Nickelodeon show my kids used to watch it's actually a really good show. I'll think of it at some wildly inappropriate moment. I still love to watch it. But anyway, I was saying that even if I have managed by me being silly telling y'all what to do, I would want it to be like when the fairies know they have messed up and they have done something wrong, they have to come to my office. We have to have a talk. That's who I would like to be in the fairy world. I also show up magically before your dates to get you excited, to amp you up and get the glow right and like boost your confidence. Like before you go out there, go, Nayland, go get them. You go have a like you go have a wonderful date. Thank you for the community fest stickers. So I was saying that even if I have just managed to put myself in an internet silo of just beautiful Black women being funny, accomplishing things, and that's just what I try to create. So that's the niche that I'm in. Fine. Keep me in this world. I'm very happy to stay here, but being in this world, I can't help but notice y'all are amazing. Like and things are really bad out there. That's another reason I'm like, well, I don't know what we're doing, but if I can be a part of keeping us happy, keeping us balanced, keeping us like intellectually curious and stimulated, keeping us knowing that we're not crazy. Cause like I'm noticing it. Y'all are stepping in front of cameras, you're starting podcasts. We're working on our bodies. We're showing up as our full brilliant selves. Like I'm full of fire energy. I know fire when I see it. And that's exactly what I'm seeing out here among Black women. And so I just want to encourage it because I see it. I'm evolving into the next version of myself. Last night, did I tell you? So I told y'all my 16-year-old invited us to the little art shop where she works. She works at this little mystical art shop, and I do pop-ups there sometimes too. It's a beautiful, like really groovy space. For like, and so they did like hey Rin, how are you? Thank you for getting your daily heart. Thank you for making a comment. Y'all collect all of your points and things and then tap me out. We about to get to 10,000. I'm so happy. So she, before we get into like more context of what we're talking about, because we got some goodies today. And if you happen to miss any of it, it's also on YouTube. Y'all know, let's share the love around all the platforms. So, if you missed something today, because I am going to be giving some gems today. I'm going to be giving some my own personal story. Oh, and I got some feedback that y'all might want to do just Q&A with me where I just answer questions. I am so happy to do that. That's one of the things. Silvana, thank you, y'all. The first 10,000. Thank you. Thank you all so much. It's kind of important that we be doing that just so it literally sends out a beacon to other Black women. And Silvana, thank you. Because Silvana's like, let me put it up here because she won't even notice. She'll get going. And it's true. It is absolutely true. And y'all, thank you for tapping and thank you for touching my nose. Thank you for sharing it out. I want you all to get to know each other up there. I want to see more and more of us in the subscriber community. I've got a lot of fun stuff planned for us, including we already did our first giveaway because OC has sent me all of this extra stuff. So we're already doing like our first little giveaway back there. So please, 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 I want to see more of y'all in the community. I just want to say I see more of us showing up to do stuff, putting ourselves out there, putting your face out there, taking a chance, pitching yourself. And I just want to encourage it. I'm evolving into my next self. Oh, I was telling you all about last night and evolving into the next step. For me, this last kind of like universe energy, like the new moon energy, the fact that it's in Cancer, which to me is 100% about the mother relationship with the mother. Like I've got severe like mother wounding that took me like a lot to recover from, and Mississippi, oldest daughter, Black girl, all of that. So it's very important to me. And like, I couldn't believe my youngest daughter, Erin Ashley, thank you so much. Thank you. I cannot believe my youngest daughter invited me to this it was an intuitive painting, new moon. Oh, Erin Ashley, thank you. Thank you. Like kind of thing last night. She invited me and the big sister. And like I'm always talking to him and stuff. And like my spirituality is just a part of how I raise them. But like all children, there's a whole lot of eye rolling and okay, mommy and stuff, although she does have a beautiful sacred space in there. But so this was her idea. And just I was like, did she know it was a new moon in Cancer and how beautiful this is and how she's inspired all this? So it was a very interesting night. It gave me like we were sitting there painting, our little art teacher. It was guided. She had little wine and she did not have any non-alcoholic stuff. So I had to drink I haven't had a Coca-Cola in a long time, y'all. That thing went straight to my head. But I can't paint at all. Like when I tell y'all I ain't got no talent in that way, I cannot sing. Your girl cannot paint. I have many other gifts, but those are not. So I had to be vulnerable and stuff because like everybody's looking at looking at your work and stuff. It was a good vibe. I get to see my daughters over there. One of my little younger clients was there with a friend of hers. It was just a lovely moment. We all wrote down these intentions and then kind of set them on fire. It was this really lovely night. So I've been thinking about this and thinking about it myself, how I'm evolving myself into the next step of myself, especially as a mother. Am I still probably a way too much smothering Leo mom? Yes. Yeah. 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 But it's different. It's like instead of how do I put it? Like, yeah, it's instead of like you're kind of this just, constant little servant, watch over, authoritarian, like sergeant at arms, like over them. It's very, it becomes a little bit different. And you start having to turn them on to the game of womanhood. Like you have to start having real, oh, we were big girl activities, big girl conversations. Like it becomes a little bit different. We have to elevate the conversation. So I am noticing it. I notice it in my daughters. I notice it in my friend circle. I notice online. And so the world is not getting any more less chaotic. But it seems as though as the country is kind of shrinking and becoming kind of old and narrow-minded, and it's thinking Black women seem to be expanding. And I've been thinking about that and us as the backbone of a political party in progressive politics. Yeah, I think Black women, I think we're coming different. Yeah, things are crazy out there. And it seems as though the crazier it gets out there, the more calm, collected, and poised we seem to get. I mean, we still got some wild cards. We say black women will black women. There will always be, hello, Dee Dee, how are you? I love watching. Dee's another one. I'm like, does she even know that I'm noticing? I'm noticing all of this content, ladies, and I appreciate, like, I love watching what y'all are creating for me. I really do. I appreciate it. As much as I love seeing y'all's comments and y'all supporting, thank you. The 80s are back. As much as I appreciate y'all supporting me and like pushing stuff out, because y'all know y'all are what determines whether or not something goes off or not, or other people like see the message of a creator. So it just encourages me to be that much more proactive and be like, oh, Dee Dee's up, got us a video. What we got? What we got? How can I send this out? How can I share it out? And I love seeing it. Like, I love seeing it. And I've seen the success of it myself personally. A lot of what I know is happening for us as a collective of Black women is because I'm feeling it and it's flowing through me myself. And so, since I myself am going through it and I just happen to be out in front of a few more people, and I know it's some of y'all that would like for me to share some, like, how do like, not how do I do it, but maybe what are some of the things I've embraced that maybe y'all may wanna embrace, and I just wanna share it just in case. So can I share that today? Y'all let me know. Let me know in the chat if it's okay to share it. We have 3 years, 6 months to go. Nothing will change until 2028. That's why we always I love supporting you too. Oh, good. I hope I do remind y'all of home. I do. I hope I do. I'm so glad. That makes me so happy. Let me know if I can share it. That's just what I wanted to do today, because I also believe that this insanity has conspired. Hey, Nikki, this has conspired to happen. It's conspired to happen like at a time where it lets us as Black women, who I just believe we just sense things differently, we say things differently, we express ourselves differently in a way that is so powerful and so valuable that it became very important for the dominant oppressive culture to suppress our confidence in ourselves, to make us believe that we are the least of these. We are the least attractive. We are the least intelligent. We are the least trustworthy. We are the least, you know, productive, artistic, beautiful, any of the above. And I think we're all kind of understanding what was pulled. Like, we're all starting to get the extent and the magnitude of what was put over on us, not only as a people, but especially as like Black women. And we're coming out of that. For a lot of us, we are really motivated to get the spiritual, the emotional, the physical all going at the same time to see just what might happen if we do that. Like DJ said, like somebody 3 years, we got 3 years, we got a lot longer than 3 years, but let's do as much as we can in 4 years. And some things have conspired for me personally. And there's some things that I have embraced along the way that have me thinking, oh my goodness, if I could just bring 10 more women along with me, if I could just bring 10 more women along with me in some way, hopefully in my own personal life, but especially on Beyonce's internet, and she shares it with 2 or 3 more people, and we all begin to demand more, understand our history more, improve our minds, get our emotional waters running clear, improve our mental health, and get on the internet and start sharing it with other people and amplifying it, like, who knows what we may accomplish. And so there's some things I've had to, and I believe we're being put in a position to see who is like, who is with us, who is elevating with us in the depths of like experiencing our humanity, and who is not. That has been one of the only benefits of how horribly the contest went in November's night. Now we see a lot of people for who they are. Y'all let me know if you agree with me, please. Oh, Island Girl, thank you for sharing. Girl, thank you. That's the way you do it. Thank you, Island Girl. I appreciate that so much. Oh, Erica says they are also realizing how power our influence and voices are, and they're not missing it. Did y'all see the head of I can't help but feel it when I look at like some of our faves, like because we haven't even talked about the fact I just Beyonce made the Grammys break best country album into two categories. That's how that's how powerful her music was, and that industry also knew that behind her was coming this whole new crop of black country artists that black people are going to start supporting, that people are going to start buying the music. So they split the country music category the way they split the prom in post-integration Mississippi in high schools. They literally started doing black proms and white proms because white moms realized, oh, our daughters will never get elected prom queen ever again. They will never win homecoming queen ever again if we don't break this up into two. Y'all, like we talk about influence. I'm so sorry. Like, and that's Beyonce, and I know but whatever. Y'all, okay, but one other thing. Y'all, what I don't know about fashion could fill several books. But a couple of days ago, Beyonce's in Paris. She's with her favorite children. She's with her favorites over there in Europe. We're on punishment. I don't know what we did to make her be so upset with us. But anyway, she's over there. So she shows up at Louis Vuitton. The head and his wife of Louis Vuitton, I forget the name of the group, but he's probably easily one of the wealthiest men. Like, it's I think Hermes, Vuitton, like all of these insane fashion houses are like under them. Hey Aunt, how are you doing? It's so nice to see y'all like in the day. This is so nice. It's so y'all I'm parched. I'm parched. 1 second. Delish. But y'all know Beyonce don't like going out being amongst the people. I'm convinced Mother is actually neurodivergent, like way overstimulated. Y'all go look at the videos. It's adorable. So of course she's seated front and center, but she's right by like the head of like LV. Like it's just very rarefied air. And then Pharrell at the end of the show, I don't know if this is his line or if he's like the big creative director at LV. Like, I don't know. I don't know that much about fashion. But basically, it's his show. He ends the show and with a brand new bag, like right off the runway, like just offers it to Beyonce, who looked at it like, oh, isn't this cute? Thank you. People give me things. Thank you. I don't even know. Okay, thank you. I'll put this over here. But that was actually in fashion, that was a staggering moment that simply never like that simply never happens. And if Beyonce is anything, she's black. She needs everybody to understand how black like she is. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm black. And I just think that she and in so many other examples from the macro to the micro are showing me something interesting is happening with black women. Something interesting is happening with me. And I just want to share the things I think that I had to do to facilitate an upgrade. Okay, or let's say something different than upgrade. Happy Thursday, y'all! Come on in. Is D the Queen in here too? Are both my D's in here? It's triple D in here. Is it DD and D the Queen? Don't worry about being late to the live. We just really getting started. We just getting started. And D, thank you for saying that because it'll let me start all over again. Oh, y'all, we're almost at 20,000 likes. Thank you in advance. I just want to say hello to everybody. Thank you for joining me for lunch, for a little lunchtime live. A lot of interesting things are happening in the world. Hey, it's Halicue. I'm gonna be sharing and rolling it out. I already rolled out some stuff earlier. Earlier this week, we had a big unboxing last night, and we're talking about an evolutionary upgrade. Black women are stepping into what I like to call our sequel. And, and again, I could be wrong. I could just be in a silo of TikTok where it's nothing but Black women on the come up. Black women on the upglow, like Black women that are teaching things. Am I nuts or did Dr. Lisa pop in here? Did Dr. Lisa pop in here for a hot minute? Like Dr. Lisa, y'all, anything you want to learn, you can learn from another Black woman on the internet, on any platform, but especially this one. Something amazing is happening to us. Something amazing is happening within our own community. And since, it's almost like I'm trying to think, like, because when I was planning our live today and I was thinking, oh, what do I want to share with the community today? What's on my heart? And I am going to share those four things that I think I had to do to step into my sequel. And it was beautiful that my daughters invited me to that ceremony last night where we're writing down our intentions. And I was thinking about how my journey as a mother is changing. Um, and I guess I've been kind of thinking about it. I was like, I wanted to say something different than just upgrade because everybody talks about level up and everybody talks about like upgrade. But it's more to that. Like, it feels almost like this more than activating your main character. It's almost like it's some kind of divine software update that we all seem to be going through at the same time. Different levels, different places, like different ways, but there's no other or no better place to see it than than on these platforms and even on TikTok and like going live. I got some new messages. Let me just check. Thank you all for the tapping. Thank you for sharing out of the lives. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I love when my community says hey to each other and y'all come on in. They know the drill. They come in, they get their daily heartbeat. They immediately say hello. They get the hearts going and tapping. Thank you all so much. So the four things that I had to do, let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully we'll be to 25,000 likes by the time we get to number 2. And y'all tell me if it resonates at all. Tell me if you've been feeling the same thing too. I mean, I'm not going to call some of y'all out, but some of y'all are I know some of y'all that are in here. I'm seeing the I'm seeing the increased output and I'm enjoying. And I enjoy I'm just like, okay, give us some new hair. Yes, ma'am. Like, thank you for the effort. I just want y'all to know that Halicue is watching and Halicue appreciates. I appreciate, or when y'all are sharing something new or doing something new, like, and I just want to share what I'm doing because y'all are sharing what you're doing. Like somebody like Dr. Lisa, like showing women how to go live. And because I know I'm in she shows thank you so much, Dee. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all know I love picking the thing. I'm like, what would I like Dee the Queen to kiss me on the cheek with today? I love that little puffy thing. Thank you so much. I love watching y'all. I love being part of y'all's community. That's how I know I'm not just imagining it. I'm watching us all do it together. And when y'all make leaps, when y'all go from just kind of shyly talking about a project to like, I'm gonna start doing 5 videos a week to I'm starting a YouTube channel, I just feel like we're all traveling along the same line of energy and that it's good. And I just think it's very interesting that it's happening this time now in history. Y'all know what it's like. It's almost like as Black women, during these insane times. Like there was a show about it on TV. It's called like, I think it was like Last Man, The Last Man. Like in our government, whenever we have all of the houses, like whenever we have a State of the Union where like the entire government shows up, like in one building, in the Capitol building, the House of Representatives is there, Senate is there. Oh, Jess, thank you so much. Do you know I was looking that earlier and wondering if anybody would ever send me that because sunflowers are my favorite flower from the bottom of my heart. When you do something nice for Black women, it has a tendency to have a good luck effect. And if there is anything that I am is good luck. So whatever beautiful good thing is about to happen to you, when you all send me things like that and you make me feel the way I feel, whatever's getting ready to happen, you you deserved it and I'm happy for you. So I'm just saying, I'm a very lucky person. I'm very good luck. And when things kind of like delight me and shock me, it tends to have a very good effect for people. So I'm just saying, but I notice it, y'all. I notice what's happening. And actually y'all, a lot of y'all, and thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are just the best. We're going to get to 22. So y'all have heard this a million times. The first thing I had to do to facilitate stepping into a sequel. Hello. Oh, I got the good doctor is in. Hello. Hello. Thank you for sharing out the live, y'all. Thank you. So the number one thing, and y'all, I know we've heard this before. But this is a Black woman in the depth of her experience telling you this. I truly did have to stop caring what people think. For Black women, we really care what people think. We do. I mean, I've gotten to the point to where I don't, but if my upbringing was like anybody else's upbringing, just because of the civil rights era and being brought up by our parents who were coming of age during that time, where in my family, or I'm just going to tell y'all my experience. My grandparents were teachers. My grandfather was a principal of the Black school. Like, you just had to live by, but a lot of people in my life just had to live your life as an example. Like, we were coming up in Mississippi, like, where that your education was the one thing. Like, if you could just send these kids to school and get them a job, like, it just so. And when you walked around, you really thought about who you were as a Black person. Like, when I would have little experiences, thank you, Dr. Michelle. When I would get like little experiences in high school, like, going to girls' state. Some of y'all in here know what girl state is or remember that. Like, going to girl state, going to presidential classroom back before presidential classroom was something you could just pay for your kids to do. Like, like being the representative of FBLA and like going off to the little conference, to the little church, to the little church Presbyterian youth conference, like in another state. The last thing my grandmother would tell me, or your mom would tell you, was like, remember who you are representing when you go someplace and you open your mouth. You are representing this family and you are representing Black people. So remember that. These people think that we're this. These people think that we're that. These people think that we're this. Now, so when you get out there and you remember that and you remember how to act and you remember how you were raised. So y'all, I'm not going to pretend like I grew up not caring what people thought, because I was raised to care what people thought and to carry myself as though somebody is always looking at you. Somebody is always judging you. Somebody is always like underrating you. Oh, Aaron says, amen. I grew up hearing the same stuff. So for Dita Queen says, Gen X is the generation after segregation. We're a special group. So, it's real easy to say, girl, I don't care what people think. Okay. Because like I don't anymore, except for a special group of people, and I'll tell you who that group of people is. But let's be honest, like, as Black, at least as Black women and girls, like, of my age and generation, yeah, we were brought up very much to be very cognizant of how you look and how you're being perceived. That is just that was the case for me. Y'all know on video sometimes I'll say, and thank you all for supporting the videos this week. I know it's been a little helter skelter sad, but a lot's going on behind the scenes. Hence the conversation about evolutionary upgrade. And if y'all are new to the room, welcome on in. If you've been rocking with me this whole time, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. And if you're gonna want a replay of anything you've missed, because I tend to channel a lot of information and a lot of energy, and I hope there's lots of good stuff in here for y'all and something that's going to make you feel good and warm you up on the inside. Or even if you just need to have something positive like in your ear, you can always go, listen to my face over on the tube that is you. Y'all, thank you so much. That is so cute. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I love when y'all delight me with new things. So, y'all, I'm only saying, like, there's some, like, yeah, I'm just saying for Black girls, like, yeah, sometimes the since so many people, and the reason, and it's okay if we are still grappling with that. It's okay if some of us are still holding that, because y'all, some of us got jobs, some of us, I get it. I get it. I understand. But I truly had to work through a lot of stuff to where I could get to the point to where I had to ask myself, at what point as a Black woman do I get to really be free? If I am still worried about what the soccer mom crew or the PTA mafia, God bless them all, because I've been on all of them, and God bless you, women of the PTA mafia. We love you. God bless you. God love you. Y'all are getting the things done at the school. Okay. I live in a little bit of fear and respect of you. But I admit there have been times in my life where I haven't said what I wanted to say because I was worried about these harpies like taking that back out on my kid. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, out on my kid, or and my husband, probably not so much. But yeah, I had to truly stop that because that was embedded in me deep as like a Black woman. And also, it's okay if we're learning to let go of that because people project a lot of their stuff on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my gosh, can we do a cheer for that? I love that. That deserves something good. That I love that. Thank you. Thank you. No, like seriously, people project their stuff on us. They put all this like stuff on us. They got problems with their perception of their attractiveness, their magnetism, their ability to be ferocious in intimacy, but we're the ones that are like over, like we're overly aroused, like we're, like we got some kind of uncontrollable, unstoppable to the point of being bad for our character. Kind of, people put all kinds of insane personas on us, or that we're the figure that wants to take care of everybody's babies. Just come sit on my bit, or that um or the weird, what do they like to call us? Like they like to call us the what was that thing they used to call us in the 80s? Lord, the welfare queen, we're Shaniqua, we're this, we're that, because we like our nails a certain way, or the way we like our makeup, which they copy relentlessly. Yeah, so people put a lot of stuff on us. We have an extra layer. It's not, maybe for some of us, it's not as easy to like jump on the internet or put ourselves out there. Like for us, everyone says, well, you got to stop caring what people think when you're a content creator. Yeah, girl, that's different for some. Okay. It's different for some of us for whom our very bodies like are political. What do they say that that politics is a battle, and the battlefield that is played out on is the body of women. I mean, certainly, like we could say that now. So yeah, everything about what Black women do is political. We are this resource that people are constantly. Yeah, we've got to be perfect. Do y'all know, like, in that just as a Black woman too, like, I have a daughter that's, like, in an intern, like, like, you gotta talk to them. That's why I say motherhood is changing for me. Like, you gotta be putting them on the game. Like, yeah, baby, when you're the intern and there's the first happy hour, for the interns with the partners and da da da, like, not for you. It's not going to be a happy hour for you at all. That's a test. And you're going to pass that test with flying colors. Whereas like somebody else, like, yeah, maybe will make a fool of themselves or whatever. But no, us and ours, yeah, you got to be perfect. So I really did have to stop caring what people think. And I want to say that for Black women, that's a whole exercise in spiritual grounding and happiness, good mental health, and supportive, loving family relationships. And that has not always been easy for Black women to access. Now, if I'm talking to any younger women out there, now I would say Auntie Halicue would say, just jump on over that and girl, just stop caring what people think. You could pay gajillions of dollars to go to a therapist and go to and go to therapy and clinics. And don't get me wrong, thank God for my therapist. I bless my therapist. I bless that woman. I bless her. She's an amazing person. Have to learn how to do boundaries, man. Oh, wait, I'm just missing all kinds of good stuff back there. Island Girl, I feel like Island Girl is picking up what I'm putting down. I appreciate that so much. Protections are a must along with the boundaries. Oh my gosh, that's one of the things we'll be talking about too in the subscriber community, because I do take protection to a whole nother level, like with myself and my family, and just even what I pray over my children, my girls, like, and for Black girls in general, like truly. Oh, oh my gosh, I wish, if there's anything, I've never wanted to like be somebody else's religion, but like Catholicism always seemed cool, you know, like like they got stuff, and the churches smell good and there's incense and stuff. And I was like, if and I like the idea of a saint, like a certain kind of saint, like looking over. I would be the patron saint of Black girls. Oh my God. I would love that. Like I was like, to keep us and protect us, because nobody protects us the way they've needed to, and showered us, even with the energetic love that we needed. I think we're getting better at it. Oh, thank you. Oh, y'all, thank you. I think we're getting better at it as Black women. But if there was some dream character, that would be one of them. Naylin, would you hurry up and create this world, please, so we can have our like an amazing cosmic black girls cartoon, another one on the TV, I would appreciate that. I think you got it in you. So I really did have to stop caring what people think. Caveats to that rule. My husband, because I'm in a Freudian slip. Maybe I am in a careful relationship. It is good to be careful with one another. I hope I always am. I hope I always am careful with him. My days of being fiery and like over the top are over. That was a younger Halicue. She's, you know, that was a long time ago. She had her day, and it was oh, it was good times. Those were exciting times. But now, calm, careful is so much better. Thank you, Aaron Ashley. I'll tell y'all about it one day. But I truly did have to stop caring what people think. I would tell y'all the hot. Thank you. Oh my gosh, halfway to our goal. Y'all are the best. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you all for continuing to share out the live. I know some of y'all are power sharing out this live. I appreciate it. Let's hurry up and get to 30,000. You all say hello to each other, say hi. Oh, Digi Millie. It's so nice to see everybody. Like seeing people's names and stuff at different times of the day is great. So stop caring what people think. For my young guns, y'all, I wish y'all would just skip over all of it and just not care. But caveats, my husband, because I'm in a healthy, loving relationship and he supports everything I do. And he's also, he has this, I don't want to call it discerning. I would say it's much more, he just assumes the worst. Like I'm very much the glass. Not only is the glass half full, the glass is overflowing. The glass is running over with water and blessings. My husband is like the glass is broken. He doesn't trust the glass. He thinks there's a chip in the glass. And he would really feel much more comfortable if I just heard him drink the water and put the glass down because he didn't trust the glass. So he's been like, he's always like on the lookout and thinking about security concerns. And we have talks about things and what we think is okay to talk about and okay to share and what we think isn't. And how do the girls feel about this? Speaking of which, my daughters have given me some of the best advice I could ever have gotten when this whole thing first started popping off. And some of it has been clowning TF out of me as well. And mommy, seriously, oh my gosh, my girls have been just the best about that. And they're like, we can tell when you really mean something and when it's important to you and when it's not. Please don't do anything that you feel like doesn't truly make Black women like happy and that you believe in. Don't do other stuff. And like, because trends, and in general, I don't let children tell me what to do, but they use social media. So, and I love them. And I understand that having a mom like me can be a lot. And I remember one of them saying too, like, we can tell if you do a trend and it truly makes you happy and you had fun and you did it because it was fun, or you did it because, oh, I need to do something today. And man, when they told me that, I was like, oh my God, I got my own in-house, forget TikTok checking your video before you press play. Like I have my own authenticity police whom I have trained to be honest with me and communicate. So they matter. And I would say my sisters matter. I would say those are the people like that. They would have some effect on what if there's a panel or there's a board of review that I have in my head, it's them. Everybody else can kick rocks. And I mean that from the bottom of my spirit. Your daughters are personal moderators. It is. It's a blessing. And like they know how to talk to me. Like they know mommy. They know mommy is a Black mom who is healed. Like they know exactly how to keep it respectful, how to keep it honest. And yes, melon's on the menu. Ooh, they're so chocolate. They've been at the beach. There's nothing like seeing like little Black girls running around like on the beach, like having a good time, surfing and stuff. Y'all, thank y'all so much. So not caring what people think. I'm not going, so I just want to be honest. Like that's my board of governors. Hello there, Sharon. Aaron Ashley, thank you for the lives. And thank you all for getting us. We're almost at 30,000, I can tell. Okay. I'm going to jump around. I had like 1, 2, 3, 4, but this is one that I think is we're at 30. So I'm going to go ahead and let's share. 1 second. Mm. Ah, parched. Y'all, the only reason I think I derive so much joy from doing this and am able, and by doing this, I mean working for you. I mean working for Black women. Like sitting in front of my computer and on my phone, thinking of ways to talk about the news, what is going on, what we need to be aware of, and how to always, always, always prioritize our needs and our right to live on this earth as holistic, like whole human beings that get to have mind, body, and spirit together all the same time, just like everybody freaking else. Finally, for the first time, that's my job, is to get on here and find a way to do that in a way that delights Black women. Because that's one of the reasons I'm here. Um, that's one of the reasons, that's one of the reasons I'm here. But the only way I'm able to do it, because we're interacting with machines and algorithms that are designed to not necessarily think of us first. They're these beautiful magical portals, but you kind of have to protect yourself and you have to have a good. So the number two thing I had to do was prioritize my mental and spiritual health. Like therapy, like real therapy, y'all, like actually getting better, like actually healing from the wounds that came from just being born into the beautiful, tragic, unbelievably lucky Black family that I was born into in Southern Mississippi. Like it's taken us a generation at a time to heal from what was done to us in slavery. That's so kind of you. Thank you for that, soft wells only. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so kind. We're going to be talking a lot about health and wellness and staying moisturized and taking good care of the hair and skin around here, because that's our melanin is in there, and I think our melanin is something unbelievably important. But y'all, I had to really prioritize that, because this nation, we have dealt with a lot. Do y'all remember the movie Precious? Y'all remember that movie? And I think it's because, and I also think it's because of my work. Y'all know my work after college was domestic violence, sexual assault, reproductive health care. Like working in big programs that just create these programs and deliver services to help women that are dealing with the worst. Y'all know that stories like Precious are not rare. They should be so rare. That book, everything in that book should be so rare, but it's not. And everything that poor girl suffered, that poor character suffered in that book, is suffered disproportionately by Black women in this country. And it's not our fault. It is not our fault. It is not our fault. Salt too. Oh yeah, hard read, even harder watch. That's a movie I'll never see again. But I'll never watch that movie all the way through again. It was hard enough getting through the book. I don't even know what was going on with me mentally that I was even able to go to watch the movie all the way through. But that things like that, and that series of things that have happened like that to us as Black women, it has happened to so many. That's happened to so many of us. Like so many. So it's okay for us to, and at the same time, that like only in these new generations, I swear, I feel like millennials maybe or the first generation. D, thank you so much. I feel like this generation for the like this like millennials are the first generation of Black folk that have made it okay to talk about therapy. Like there's whole creators on here, just Black creators, like, man, get therapy. Like I kind of sometimes I'm like, do they have any idea how revolutionary this is? Like so many times I'm just like, do they have any idea how just so y'all, I really had to like I am one of these therapized spiritual Black women. And the spiritual practice, my connection to my spiritual life, my spiritual practices, that in combination with therapy, like that's just the Halicue that sits before you, that's able to kind of get on here and do this and share what I share. And grow the way I've grown and make the connections, that I've made and am making, y'all delight me so much. It takes a lot, and it takes a lot. It takes like a lot of energy to keep all that balanced and to keep it going. So if I disappear sometimes, it's because really I need to pay a little bit more attention to the people who live in this house. Because I've been to therapy, because I understand it's important for me to stay observant with these girls. They need me. They need me to nurture, protect, um, and guide them. Happy marriages, like you got to pay attention to each other. Even when you just got to pay attention to each other and each other's what y'all think and what y'all want to do. And I have a he knows me so well. Like he knows that I'm a girl's girl and I just love being taken on dates. So he's like, he just knows he don't even have to worry. Like if he feels like, okay, she's online all the time. I tell you what if we go here? And then I'm like, well, that's what I'm doing for the rest. Guess I can't go live tonight. I'll see everybody else tomorrow. So, but I wouldn't be able to do that, or I wouldn't know, like, oh, girl, Halicue. Okay, girl, you starting to hang out in the kitchen like after 10, after 11, 12 a night. Like you're stressed out. You're going back into old habits. I know that. I know myself. I know when I'm doing stuff that's not good for me now because of therapy and because of my spiritual grounding. And if I didn't have those 2 things going on together, I wouldn't be able to be on here talking and sharing. Yeah, I do. I do. That's how I know. Do you know that therapy is sometimes driven by our toxic capitalism? I don't know that therapy was, hey, however it needs to happen, however therapy has to work. And by therapy, I mean healing wounds that were inflicted from which you are unable that that you've been unable to heal, and because you've been unable to heal them, address them, or even acknowledge them, it affects your behavior in a negative way. It affects your relationship with other people in a negative way. So if you've got that going on, you need help repairing that and healing that over. So however that happens for some people, and some of us develop, maybe you're not able to get therapy, but you come up with a coping mechanism that has some real good benefits. Like my husband, for the trauma he suffered, his dad died when he was 9 years old. That's why he's like super dad. He's like in on it. Like that man retired early to be. He's like, oh, that you mean I can just be a dad now? Like, and his was running. He found a he started, his dad died, he started doing bad in school. He was like a good athlete and stuff, but he started messing up in school and his grades. Like the teachers, a small town, they all knew, yeah, like the dad died, the dad was the breadwinner, and that family is a mess now. And one of his principals, I think it was just starting to run, like running and jogging was becoming this thing in the 80s. And he challenged my husband to a race. Like my husband was, I guess, smart mouthing him and saying, I could beat you. And he's like, oh, really? You better train because I'm trying to win the race. Like he goes, yeah, and if you do this, like whatever. And that was a male authority figure giving him a challenge, and it gave my husband something to do every day that helped him work through the pain of having lost his dad suddenly. Like the dad went away on a business trip, died of a heart attack, like with the mom was on the business trip. So dad like went away on a business trip, never came home. Came on a funeral. That was a deep, deep, deep trauma. But his bridge over it, the thing that the healing modality, that his thing was running. It was, so yeah, it was devastating for him, devastating for that family. Sent them in a totally different trajectory. So paying someone however many hundreds of dollars an hour to do talk therapy with you, yeah, there's a lot of everything in Western medicine, like its roots are in oppressive systems. But some folks' medicine works for some people, and I got to tell you, talk therapy worked for me. And there's different kinds. My sister is a dance therapist. I have a girlfriend that's going to school to be an art therapist. Um, Whatever the healing modality is, like, yeah, like whatever it is. For some people, the therapy comes from like a 12-step group, comes from AA. For some people, there are people that ain't had a drink in years, but they show up at that circle because something magical happens when people sit in a circle and talk. Sometimes it turns into a cult. Sometimes it's a thing that like can help save you and your family. So I'm just saying, acknowledging the divinity within myself and grounding myself in something that helps me to connect to the divine, and the therapy part, the fixing the wound, the healing the wounds, is how I'm able to sit on here. Is how I'm able to sit on here with y'all. So seriously, like this is stuff that I say, yay, get on here, get on Beyonce's internet. But Black women, like there are some things that we deal with that maybe um, we have to deal with that just affect us differently. And as y'all know, like everything I do and I talk about on here is through the lens of Black women. Like it's just a womanist space. I kind of, that's the way I look at the world. It's a beautiful way to look at the world. So hey y'all, I should reset. Hello, I'm Halicue. I'm the creator of the Hey It's Halicue podcast, first podcast for Black women of the 92% by a Black woman of the 92%. It is everywhere you listen to podcasts. We have 2 new episodes on deck because I'm behind. Um, and this is a soft space, safe space for Black women. This is where we come to cultivate joy, creativity, to talk through it, and to hold space for ourselves in a really crazy, tumultuous time. And today I wanted to talk about evolutionary upgrading, because I think Black women are kind of stepping into our sequels as a group. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of that and I want to encourage it. And I wanted to come on live today because I had some time in the middle of the day. I'm so glad some of y'all could join me for lunch. And I just wanted to share some of the things that I'm doing that have helped me step into my sequel. Um, oh, and this last one is pretty good, y'all. So this is number 3. And I'm not going to keep everybody forever. This one is kind of important though, because I was thinking about this one last night, which is one of the reasons I wanted to come chit chat and hang out about today. Am I missing? I'm probably missing so many comments. What I mean is that the therapist treated as time to get so much out of me, and the clock is ticking and they are getting paid for that, is my experience. Losing a dad is so hard. Yeah, I agree with that. Finding a good therapist is very necessary. It can become very expensive. You are worth the help. Evolutionary upgrading. Y'all, can I just say, yes, it is very it's I feel very lucky with who I was able to find. Um so yes, it's hard to find a good therapist, and also we live in a time where there's literally a whole website and a whole podcast um called like Black girl therapists, like literally, or Black girls need therapy, like, or was it Black girls do therapies, Black girls need therapy, but literally there's whole groups, there's whole online, hello, way it is, Liz, it's good to see you again today. We're talking about evolutionary upgrading, this beautiful evolution that I see us as Black women going through, and just what I had to do to facilitate mine. But yes, it is hard to find a good, it is very hard to find a good therapist, but I want to challenge us to think about the different options and modalities we have. Like seriously, like there's art therapy, there's dance therapy, there's it's not called veterinary therapy, but there's like, therapy through care for and volunteering for animals. Like there's therapeutic support groups. Those are, I really suggest and recommend those. When I was still working for the shelter and the hotline, like, oh, I would always be so happy when we did therapeutic support groups because they're for free. And thank you all so much for continuing the tapping and for sharing out the live. I'm going to share it out myself one more time, really, really quick. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for sharing it out. I appreciate it, and for keeping the lives going. I know I'm keeping y'all a while, and if y'all have got to run off, I totally understand. Please, please, please check out the YouTube replay if you want to see any of the replay, or the things that, the things that I kind of just not just offering up, just inviting everybody to play with, to nibble on, especially if you're wanting to show up here more. And I know a lot of y'all are showing up on here more. But I know it's difficult, but I just want us to think about the diversity, the options that are out there, and how we can be creative with it. Like literally one of the reasons I love tarot and the tarot cards and I even started my little entertainment business is because I wish that I'd had a deck when I was a girl, when I was going through so much. I was so traumatized, but there was no hope of a therapist or even telling anybody like what kind of insanity was like going on or what I was going through. There was no hope of that for 20 years, like into my future. It was just a tool that cost $8 that helped me have a conversation with myself about myself. Some people have healed all kinds of wounds through journaling. Um, or further, like for me, dance is unbelievably therapeutic. Like, so there are lots of different options and lots of different ways and at lots of different, like price points. Um, and also, can I just say to anybody that's listening, if you really, really, really do need therapy and you're not exactly sure how to go about it, if you can afford it, just call your local domestic violence hotline. Everything, can I just say that? Like, you may have not have ever dealt with any kind of abuse or whatever. You ain't got to do that. You could literally get on the hotline because we're all trained. We have access to unbelievable databases. The last time I was working at the shelter was a couple of years ago, and even I was shocked at like the referrals and resources and stuff we had like at our disposal. Like I was astonished, and I would even challenge myself. I'm like, what about so and so Mississippi? Let me see if I can link up and connect with something. Like it's some crazy zip code, and I was able to find so much stuff. So just call, just ask, like just say, can you at least point me in some direction where I can get started? Oh, NAMI is also great. NAMI is also great. I have a girlfriend that did a lot of work with like Black women and young Black women and NAMI. It just really does matter. Okay, and here's the last one. I'm not being funny acting. I'm just saying the same way. Do y'all know? Because we're of a certain age and experience in here. Do y'all know the same way it's suggested that you should really think about who you surround yourself with in your personal life, in your friend circles, in your friend groups? Like in your 20s, you're still very liable to be hanging out with somebody and not necessarily your family. You can't help your family. Your family is your family, and that's everybody's own row to hoe. You know, I can't tell you to chop off. I mean, I will say that it is to your benefit to have very little to do with people that are hurtful or harmful to you, whether or not they're in your family. But in your personal life, thank you for sharing out the live. Somebody just shared it out. I appreciate that so much, y'all. Thank you for the, oh my gosh, we may not get, let's get to 40. Can we get to 40? That would be amazing. Thanks everybody in advance. Um, but you know the way they say, like when it comes to your friends, the people you choose to spend time with, and really think about the people that you are taking precious time, that you choose to spend time with, y'all, you have to start curating that. You really got to start thinking about like it's okay to look at your good girlfriends with a critical eye. Like in your 20s, you're still very liable, and that's okay. My young guns. Some of y'all got toxic girlfriends. I also understand the appeal of toxic friendships. One time I had the most toxic friendship in college. It was amazing. It was the most fun, effed up toxic friendship. I can laugh about it and smile about it now because I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, that was way pre-healed Halicue, but it was toxic and it was fun. It was exciting. It was like it was adrenaline filled. I never knew what kind of insanity I was walking into every day in my own friendships. I had my best friend, like, and y'all, this was back in my school. We were one of the first schools to get the internet. It was this group of schools, and to get the internet and email, it was all the Ivies. So it was all the Ivies and the military, like in the military academies. So we had the first forms of email. We called it blitz mail. And so we had it on campus. And as part of your student package, whether or not you could afford it, it was a part of your scholarship package. If you needed scholarship or you needed financial aid or you needed a loan, everybody got a computer. Apple, Macintosh, or whatever did like a lot of scientific work like at our school. So we had like this computing center that was like kind of, it was really state of the art. So this is back 90s because I went to college like in the 90s. Do y'all know my toxic friend was girl hacking into my mail, like hacking into my email, like just like a toxic like boyfriend. And this was like when we first had email. So this is to say that I understand if you in your 20s and I even now I'm like, wow, how like that was wildly toxic, but it was. Like it was, and it was exciting because I grew up in a wildly toxic home. I grew up in a wildly toxic house, so it felt like home. It felt familiar. I'm Halicue. I'm the oldest daughter. I know how to deal with crazy. Crazy. That's when people are like, they were like, "How did you know that whole thing was gonna go down?" I was like, "I have been picking up tension in rooms and when stuff is getting ready to go down my whole life. So I get it. And I'll give y'all my young guns, I'll give y'all a little slack. I'll give you a little space in your 20s. Yeah. In your 20s, you're very liable to still be hanging on to some toxic friendships. Yeah, people you know ain't no good for you, but for whatever reason, you're still hanging out with them. Start getting into the 30s, and if you want to do anything like on the internet, like, and I say this to say the way you need to curate your friend circle and to see if the people that are surrounding you are good people, are there in benevolent spirit, that it's a fair and equitable, loving friendship, that you all understand and love each other, and that it's a equal, reciprocal relationship. Welcome in, Edwin. An equal relationship. It takes time to learn that. And one of these days you will find yourself. I remember being at some function or whatever, and it was right after COVID. And I remember looking around at the people that I was there with working on a project. And when people came into like the space, it was like a restaurant. Hello, hey, hey, and I remember thinking, yeah, yeah, each one of them. I put my group up against your friend your group any day. I was very proud of myself. I felt very, very proud as a woman, like in that moment, or who I would see in other rooms that I was invited into. I've been invited to share some tarot stuff with a group of some major chief marketing officers that are going to be getting together for a girls' brunch. C-suite CMOs, chief marketing officers. You start when you're a little older, you start doing like not only in my own friend circles, but the groups that I'm invited into or I'm asked to come into. When people say, "Oh, Halleck, you should it'd probably be a good idea for you to meet these people." That's a real thing. And the good news and the reason I want y'all to get on the internet, and I want y'all, whatever your skill, whatever as Black women, whatever that thing it is that we do, we know, we love, we like to speak the truth about, we love to joke about. I say put it out here, do your podcast, pick a channel and get on it and make it. You can do it because you got a phone. You're here with me. So I know you can do it. I want you to do it. But the same way, and this is what I'm learning, the same way I curate like the who I hang out with, like who I say yes to. Y'all, that's how I developed the whole Meghan Markle test. I did a video about this. Somebody clocked me on it too. Like I have a whole series of stuff I got to put people through before I'm like, okay, if we're going to hang out like this, or if we're going to get to know each other. So I'm sorry, I just believe in it. I just believe in it. The same way you do that out there in IRL, you have to do it online too. Okay? You just got to do it. Okay. And I know there's a lot of things and there's a lot of stuff saying, follow everybody, da da da. I follow you, I'll follow you back. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because no, you don't. Because you don't know what little energy portal like you're opening up through somebody else. Like you don't know what. So, in our desire to grow or whatever, and y'all, and just as a little insider scoop right now, how many followers you have is not determining any kind of success like right now. That's not what that's about. It's about like you getting together and being in space and community with people that you care about. That's truly what the whole thing um is about. So I'm like, let's just keep that in mind on here. It's gonna affect your message, who you let. Thank you, Doc, so much. Thank you all for keeping it going. Y'all are gonna get us to 40,000. I know, I believe in us. I'm just saying that as we're starting to grow, yeah, curate you're curating it. Okay. You gotta be, yeah, I'm just telling you what has worked for me. Be intentional about the people that you're following, whose content maybe you're trying to like, maybe you're inspired by. Just be careful because you are opening. I truly believe that's one of the reasons, like I like the hearts, I like the gift exchange. It's the internet is not a real place, but it is very much a real place. There are some of y'all on here I care very much about. I I'm hopeful for. I give a little piece of my energy to you when I see you, knowing that I'm taking the chance that is this real? Is this a real person? Is this really their struggle? Is this really their story? Is this really their gift? Is it really their thing? I have to get like you're truly opening yourself up to people, and the reason it's called social media is because it's a way for us to be social and to share, and it's powerful. Like, it really is. There are creators on here that are keeping people out of, abusive relationships, that are teaching women how to take care of their health, that are like teaching them how to manage chronic conditions, that are teaching them whole professions. There's a woman on here teaching people how to become like do voice transcriptions and become like court reporters. My mom runs a little program down in the community college in Mississippi. Like it's a career. You do not have to have like a bachelor's degree and you can make money. It's one of those things that like even AI they say is not going to take over because people don't trust machinery. They really do want to trust people like doing the transcription. So I'm just saying, if you speak a second language, woo, you can make hundreds of dollars an hour. There's a woman on here teaching people how to do that on the internet. So you're wherever there's an exchange, like there's an energetic exchange. And so you have to be intentional because you're going to be texting with people. If you start it like so you have to be careful about that, you know? You really do. Like I'm proud of y'all. I feel like I want to say the same thing when I come into spaces, when I come into y'all's lives. I want to be able to say like yeah, I put my crew up against yours any day. Mine, yeah, mine talented over here. Mine are expansive over here. Mine are supportive over here. Oh, Hamlin, did I miss something? So, Hamlin, we're talking about today. First of all, welcome in. It's good to see y'all again. I'm so glad I got to go live again because I thought I was going to wait till Friday, but I got some free time by myself. And I told myself today that I was going to buckle down and work on this run project if I got to go live today. So I made time during the week. We're talking about our evolutionary glow up. I believe that we're in a time, and y'all welcome. I'm Halicue Hannah. I'm the creator of the Hey It's Halicue podcast. I love my space here on TikTok. This is the home of Black women of the 92%, the women that can, where's my piece of paper? This is not a drill. Y'all, I almost had a panic attack. It was sitting right here. Seriously, I almost had a little mini panic attack. We're the 92%. We are a voting bloc and a demographic in this country, Black women that showed up in force, 92%, during the night of the big contest of 2024. We showed up making decisions, monumental decisions, decisions that would go on to shape world history. Turns out, would shape geopolitics forever. And when the nation needed us most, we showed up and we did what we were supposed to do. Yay, Hamlin. Thank you. I'm happy to chat. It's how I'm supposed to communicate. Apparently, I'm supposed to be out here yapping. And that's why we call ourselves the 92%. I almost had a panic attack because I normally keep this piece of paper like right here to remind me the purpose of all of this. And I think that Black women, Black people, but Black women in general, I think we're experiencing a bit of a renaissance. The massive disappointment and hurt that we felt at the end of that contest caused a massive shift in what I like to call an awakening. Ooh, Hamlin says, I read that CIA and our government fears Black women the most because we sway opinions, which reminds me, thank you for bringing that up because it reminds me of a video I'm going to make. So I'm telling y'all first. And it's about, have y'all noticed? This came across my timeline and I noticed it when I did the video about, I'm trying to remember. It's a recent video, and at the bottom, TikTok and the AI will show you where you come up in different searches. So sometimes they be hurting my feelings. Like, I'm not gonna get into it, but sometimes some of the little tags down there be hurting my feelings. But like, but the one that I saw recently was Black Woman AI. And I was like, what? Why am I coming up Black woman AI? So there's this trend that the opposing side of the current regime, they're you putting Black women in AI situations like we're pro that team. Like one after the bombing in Iraq, like there was this AI video of a Black woman like, now it's time for peace. Like now that we've kicked butt over there. Now it's time for peace. And it's like a Black woman, like a Black woman. And we're like, what the heck is this? And then there was another one that like went viral of a young Black girl, like just talking really disrespectfully to her mom. And they were blowing up and they were going viral. And so it reminded me, people love pretending to be us. They have to. And so thank you for bringing that up. It's been proven like we are the least likely to buy fake news. We're the least as a demographic and as a group online. Black women are it's just hard to pull cyber ops on us. We're very much something in the milk ain't clean in general. Like I call it, what our grandmothers and mothers would call it is just the spirit of discernment, which is another thing I think that Black women, especially Black women of a certain age and experience, are blessed with. It's discernment. It is very, or I'm just gonna say, of everyone, we're the hardest ones to fool and put one over, because y'all, people talk about WW3, but the truth of the matter is, I think it's already being waged, and it's being waged online, which is another reason. Do y'all see? So, with that point alone, do y'all see why I want y'all online? We need more. We need more discernment. We need people that are educated and that have media literacy. Black women can't stay out of school. It's almost as though schools attract us. When we get bored, we go to school. So we're more likely to be media literate. We're less likely to have these games run on us, which is why we show up in force for, oh, okay, equity, um, a clear path to immigration. Okay. Sensible pew pew laws. Okay. Yeah, we were gonna go over there. That is it perfect? Does it center us even though we're the backbone? No. But it's best for most of us. It's best for the least of these. So we'll do that. So that's why the side eye. Did y'all see the AI of it in a cotton field of chains? It was effort. So do y'all see? So this to me, I don't think I'm reaching here, stretching. This encapsulates the whole purpose and point of what we're chit chatting like about. Like today, this evolutionary upgrade. I'm telling you, things are happening and Black women are experiencing awakening that is helping us see who is evolving and who is not. I swear, I think we're in a time that scientists are going to look back on in history where truly we're evolving into something different and a lot of people aren't. And I think things like racism, willful ignorance, like these are things that violent, like violence, apathy, avarice, this greed, like this insane greed. I want everybody to be comfortable and prosperous, but people do not need $1 billion. That just doesn't make any sense. When is enough enough? I have a husband that believes very much in that. He was very much a part of a group and a crew that they just keep going. It doesn't matter that they had enough to take care of their family and their children's family 20 years ago. It's more, more, more. It's like how they judge each other. It's like it's how they even like, are you even worth the time to like deal with? I'll love that man forever for being like, yeah, that's enough. I'd rather hang out with y'all. I love y'all. Like that is this greed. It is just I'm telling you, I think that there's some of us that are evolving and elevating, and some of us are not. And we are in a position to see that play itself out right now. So yes, I agree. I think Black women, I'm in her HR space and getting bored. Oh, are y'all look at my community and they're talking about like different things they want to get into. Yes, I've been considering getting into law to understand AI's impact and create compliance. Get into that. I was okay. Now, this is a share. A girlfriend of mine, who I'm not so much of a girlfriend with anymore because of some girls' soccer stuff. It's really too bad, but whatever. Somebody does mine wrong. That's it. It's a wrap. It's like it's over and it's too bad. It's too bad because I really like this woman, but sometimes you got to pick a side. So anyway, but she's a good girlfriend, and she worked at she was a good girlfriend, and she worked at she was a high up at Microsoft. And one of the things that they were very concerned about there, and that they were putting a lot of investment into, is AI ethics. Like ethics about how we use AI. I remember because I used to be obsessed with talking about AI like a couple of years ago when like ChatGPT first came out, and she was one of the only people that could that I just would have something intelligent to like we could have an intelligent conversation about it. She worked at Microsoft, so I would just, when we used to get together for couples dinner, I was like, girl, I got 8 questions. So let's get started with this. How does this work? And what is the language model? And da da da. And so one of the things she would love to talk about it. She's like, oh my God, she's like, the thing is, like everyone that's as obsessed. Hey Luna, how are you? Welcome in. She said that she goes, I wish that everybody that's obsessed with AI was obsessed about it in the way that you are, but they're not, which means that we really do need to be thinking about AI ethics. So I think there's a future there. Um, my sister worked in the AI, the cotton field AI. Y'all, now y'all are gonna make me want to go look that up, but I don't want to just be making myself angry. But yeah, they're gonna be having a heyday with that AI stuff, trying to like replicate us as Black women, because that's the only way they're gonna be able to bring us over. Um, that's the only way they're gonna be able to have any kind of Black woman representation. Which reminds me of another thing. Speaking of AI Black women, y'all, I don't care what Candace Owens is saying right now. And I don't care if some of what Candace Owens is saying makes sense right now, because some of what she's saying is not, some of it makes sense. She can't come back. She cannot sit over here. Okay. There's not a lot of us like her out there, but she can't come back. We have to, it's like, it's like, like in like at the end of Women of Brewster's Place, the son that wasn't no good, Basil, because he was spoiled or whatever, and he ended up like ruining his mom, and that's why she had to live on. You remember Oprah played the character, and there was a point where Oprah had to just turn Basil back over to God. Like how a Black Southern woman will say, I just had to turn that child over to God. Like Candace, we just going to just turn her over. She can't ever be trusted ever. There's certain codes as Black women we just don't violate ever, and Candace has just gone too far. So I'm just saying and that's another thing Black women are able to do. We're able to walk and chew gum at the same time. It's okay. We know how to do that, but Candace can't come back. So y'all, just to surmise, those are like those are the three big things. Those are the things that I have done or that I did to feel like I'm at home here working for y'all, working for us. Luna, thank you. Thank you for the community fest. I'm having community fest is fun. They definitely TikTok came up with something when it came to community fest, because you actually, it's fun to participate if you love your community. If you love your community, which is why that's one of the top 3 things. So Luna, we were just chit-chatting. Thank you, Luna, so much. Luna's a fan. Luna and I think I first came across Luna in and y'all follow her. She's amazing. Again, curating your online friend group. I feel very good about y'all going up here. Y'all see this number up here? Pals is up there. Aaron is up there. Y'all, where that number is up there. I am very proud of the people in that space. You can feel very good about going there, which is so one of the things we're talking about is evolutionary upgrade, and how I think Black women are on the upgrade or on the come up. I like to think of it as stepping into our sequel. and that we can use these platforms to do it. I think it's very important. Y'all know I say all the time, I think it's important for Black women's voices to be heard and to be loud. Even if some of us are wrong, we just need more of us on here. We're just more likely to make good decisions. We're just more likely to be educated. We're just more likely to have and work through a spirit of discernment. Not all of us, but since as a group, Aaron Ashley, thank you. We are on the come up. I'm just saying, and there's some things you have to do to be healthy on here. And I personally think to have some success. And so I just wanted to share them. There were three little things that I just took note of because I noticed not only this happening, the evolutionary upgrades happening within myself, I noticed it happening with y'all. Like I say to myself so often, good afternoon. Hey, Winter Noel. I have to say, I think your name is very. I love your handle. I think if that's real, that's your. Whether it's just your handle or your name, like what a beautiful sounding name. It reminds me of this Christmas fair I went to, and you know those little like they make little Christmas villages, and they serve like cider and like brew wine and stuff, and there's like little booths and they have all these pretty decorated trees. I went to one once and my husband, like he loves to plan these trips. And so he planned a hot, all we knew was that we're going someplace hot, we're going someplace cold. I had no idea where we're going. This was like three, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. But we knew we were going someplace hot, going someplace cold. And for the cold place, I was terrified. Like I didn't know where, because he could have had us in an igloo someplace in Greenland. Like he's capable of pulling something like that off. But thank God it wasn't. It was Quebec. And it was Christmas time. It was Christmas vacation. And there was this beautiful Christmas fair and there was ice skating and it really was snowing and they were selling this like mulled wine. Anyway, so every time I see your name, Winter Noel, it just reminds me of that. Silvana's back in here. So the three things that I wanted to share about what was helping me kind of step into my sequel, right? Kind of move from sovereign, from survival mode, 100% leave that behind, especially last night with that beautiful new moon. Like, and thinking about as a mom, like where am I, moving from what to what? I characterized it as a like a divine software like update. I felt as though I and a lot of y'all are going through because I can see y'all. I don't know if y'all know I can see y'all. I be following. I love. I was like, sometimes I'm like, Halicue, you can't be the first commenter every time, but I be trying. A lot of times, like I'm like, oh, I'm first. I was here. I was here first, supporting. Because I want to encourage y'all, like, because I think that there need to be more of us on here. Like, I just do. I love coming into y'all's lives. It's the closest I'm ever going to be able to get to like a strip club, like where you get to just come in. Hello, Halicue's here. Going up to the front of the line, going to the front of the line in Pals Live. Hello, Daily Heart Me. 2 comments. Let me see if I can bang out 100 likes real quick. Y'all, I wish y'all could see me. I'm so proud of myself. My husband's like, whose live are you in? Because he can literally hear my nails tapping. Like, I'm like, let me give it a quick. Let's see if I can get a quick 300 likes. See if I can do that real fast. I love supporting us. And I just wanted to share some stuff. You're so welcome. I just want to, then anytime I can get in there and do it, and y'all be patient with me if all I can do is come in, be splashy and leave, because it is about to be Leo season. I can't help it. But it's it's a fun way to support the beautifully curated friend group I'm curating on here. So that's one of the three things. I'll start off with that one first. Curating the same way we try to move out in real life, right? And try to find ourselves in spaces where the conversation's elevated, where the energy is good, where people are being benevolent and not malevolent, that are funny in a good way and like not in a toxic way. The same way we do that, we got to do it over here. There's a lot of, and don't get me wrong, I like mess. I like mess. Cardi B's boyfriend has her in a castle. He's outside running his football drills and training while she is living her Beauty and the Beast fantasies. And then they go out to clubs like at night. I'm following the whole thing. I love it. I love mess. Offset is losing his mind. It's the best. I love it. It's great. It's just, I've never rooted so hard for a stripper in my life. Cardi is one of my favorites. She is the archetypal Libra, like in the best and the worst way. I have so much fun. So it's not like you can't enjoy mess. I dipped my toe into, what was it, Streamers University for a little while. Those kids are crazy. I didn't know what Real Housewives of Atlanta was gonna turn into, but I'm like, a Streamers University, these children are awful. They're horrible. And I am so nosy. Like, I am in that phase of my life, y'all. Like, I am in y'all's business. I love the mess because I don't tolerate mess in my personal life, which brings me to thing number 2 that I have done. I prioritize my mental and my spiritual health. I don't put up with a lot of that in my personal life. In my own family, I don't, mm-mm. And sometimes I've had to drag my husband kicking and screaming there with me. I'm like, "'Cause I love you, I ain't going nowhere. It's 3 to 30 years, so you're going to have to come along with me. You may not get into therapy the way I get in with him, but this is how we run this house. This is how we communicate." I don't put up with a lot. Like, so yeah, the spiritual and the mental health part, super, 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 super important. That helps me be able to get on here and still have a spirit of discernment. There are a lot of things that I'm curious about, and I'm like, "What? They did what?" But I'm not pressing those buttons. I'm not following those people. Yeah, because I don't want that seeping in here. But I know I love to hear about it, though. I love knowing what's going on. But I also sometimes the spaces are real toxic, y'all. And you really do gotta keep it. Sometimes you do gotta keep it cute. Unless you're willing to just make a whole nother y'all, but I forget though. Y'all, a lot of y'all are young and y'all got whole second accounts where y'all can get into the mess in the second accounts. Um, my second account is where I'm trying to learn TikTok shop. Um, so yeah, so prioritizing my mental and my spiritual health is it would be bad if I was unwell on here talking to us, trying to be in community with us. That would be awful. Or if I was spiritually like all over the place. And wasn't grounded in that and comfortable with that. And what was number one that we started with was not caring what people think, except for a board of directors. I got a little board about this authenticity advisors. Like, don't want mess, but y'all, should I not have revealed to you all that I love mess? I do. I'm having a good time with Cardi's mess. I hope they're just having fun, but oh my gosh. Somebody said that Stefan Diggs was just offset in an elevated font or in like a different font. He is, my goodness, I forget, man. I am so glad my husband took me off the market early because oh my gosh, an NFL player probably could have had some. I probably would have listened to something one of them had to say if they tried to talk to me, which would not have, which would not have been good. One of my sisters was, yeah, one of my sisters dated some guy in the league once for a little while. Who was the album cover? Ooh, love no. But Love Island is one of those things I feel like I can watch the recaps and I could tell what's going on. It's whole shows. I ain't never even seen the whole show. I literally just watch the clips and the recaps, and I feel like I love those. I love those shows 100%. What shows? What are you? Okay, so Love Island. I have to admit, I don't really know for real what people are talking about on Love Island like right now. Is that the show that everybody's? Is that what the kids are watching right now? I have not watched that one yet. All right, y'all. Oh, so in subscriber videos, I'm gonna jump off because I got a subscriber video. There was a couple of things. There's something I wanted to ask y'all's advice about. I think I already teased what one video was gonna be because I want to start. I'll tell y'all about it in the subscriber community. There's a video I want to make, and it's about because there are things I just want to start sharing with y'all because I love seeing everybody put themselves out there. I just have to say, like, I love it. I really do. And just I'm like, oh, okay. So if I go to one of these, and y'all, I'm a part of the TikTok communities program. And so I'm not really sure. I applied for it. You have to apply to get in, and the app does all these amazing webinars. It's really wonderful. Like it'd be tea, like from influencer management at Oh, it's a fast food chain, Chick-fil-A. It's going to be talking about influencer management, what they're looking for in how to da 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 da, like so these webinars. And I have all this information, but I don't, and I'm like, I want to share it. So in the subscriber community, I'm going to be sharing, y'all do this. This is what they, like, or like if I learned something, like there's something that I just learned myself as a businesswoman that I'd want to, I'm like, I want to, I want to share. And so and I want to save some goodies for my subscriber community. So I'm going to be making a video for y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye and get off so I can make the video. I cannot wait to see more and more of y'all there in the community. I love making private videos for y'all. Sometimes if the spirit is moving, and the cards are out, or I've got a little something special I want to share, I jump on there. So I want to see more of y'all there. Okay. We're a growing community. We have a goal. We have a subscriber goal, and I want to see more of y'all in there. And y'all, thanks so much for hanging out with me on live. Do y'all like the noon ones? I'm gonna be trying different times, and so listen. So y'all be patient with me, okay? What's this? What's the old gospel song says? Please be patient with me. God ain't through with me yet. So I cannot promise to I will be here on these days at every single time, but I am trying different times. And what I can commit to do is always put up a little banner first to say I'm going up in an hour, I'm going up in half an hour, I'm going up in 15 minutes, even if it's just in my stories. So I promise I'll try to do that. I hope everybody is still soaking up this wonderful new moon energy. Okay. What have you outgrown? Take that. And I don't mean clothes and stuff. I mean, like, what childish ways, things, traumas, wounds have you outgrown? This is a wonderful, be thinking about that and set and set it in your mind that you know what you're growing into, what you're evolving into. The universe is clearly supporting Black women in this country evolving and growing right now. So it's a lot of childish stuff that some of us can still, like, we have outgrown and we're still hanging on to. Let that be my parting, like my parting sentiment and my parting wish for us as Black women of the 92%. Because why not take advantage of the energy that just is just created by virtue of this being a planet and that being the moon? Like, it kind of sets stuff up. So and I want everybody happy and releasing, because something very special is coming up, and that is my birthday. Hear ye, hear ye. In the tradition of all Leos everywhere, I am hereby announcing that my birthday is coming up 4 weeks in advance. Not because anybody has to do anything, not because I expect anything, but because I am going to be very happy and very expressive and very energetic leading up to that oh so special time. It's a time where we want everyone to be happy, where we're going to be extra, extra. We have extra energy and love to give, okay? And we want everybody in on the party. That's one of the things I think people don't appreciate about Leos. We really just would always rather have a party, and we would like everybody to be in a good mood and get in on this. That's what we're here for, to make people feel good. We really are. We're here to protect people and make them feel good and to inspire people to be courageous. So it's coming up. I expect for everyone to be their healthiest and their happiest. Okay? Do it for me. Leo season is a time to be happy. And since all we are is walking balls of energy, it's a time to be in community. So, anyway, I can't believe I actually did that. But okay, it's coming up. Okay. Cancer, enjoy your season. Actually, it's been a nice Cancer season. Is Jupiter in Cancer? I think Jupiter is at home in Cancer. I think that's true. Anyway, oh, and my daughter's bestie is a Cancer. My daughter has a Cancer moon. Oh my gosh, her tender heart. It is the work of my life between the scary Scorpio and dealing with her Virgo-ness and the Libra and just her feelings and her sweet heart. I want her to protect her heart. Like, it's the work, but I'm here for it. If ever a woman was put on earth to raise daughters, it is me. All right. I love y'all so much. Sag season. Y'all know I'm a Sagittarius moon. Do you have any trips planned? Y'all going anywhere? You know, Sagittarius has to travel. You have to travel. You have to travel. It's kind of spiritually important for y'all to travel. Okay. You should be learning. You're learning, curious, you're exploring philosophy. It's okay for you to stick your head into everywhere, learn a little bit of everything. Going back to Disney. My sister is a huge Disney head. She is a serious Disney person. The one time we ever went to Disney by ourselves without my sister having planned everything out, including all of these amazing experiences, and she knows restaurants in advance and all this, like, I'll never forget my husband, like, being like, "Oh, I heard they were doing lightsaber making," and my daughter was like, "Daddy, that's a very special experience. You have to sign up for that in advance." Like, and it was my husband was like, and I was like, "Oh yeah," I was like, "They're used to Aunt Andy's version of Disney, my sister's version of Disney." Yeah, I was like, my sister has spoiled my children for anything other than spreadsheets, itineraries, line times. Are you one of those pals? Like, with my sister, you gotta be ready to go, like, starting at 4 in the morning because you might get some kind of drop on a app on a wrist thing that I'll never forget showing up for some new Star Wars ride at 5 something in the morning, and I could not believe it. I was like, "I don't know what in the world." Ugh. You say, "Yummy Goddess, hey, you're second as ever." Yummy Goddess came in just to take the wind out of my sails. That's okay, Yummy Goddess. Next time, I am going to set an alarm. Yeah, 4 a.m. Nobody got hurt, but I could not believe my system wasn't even up and awake. But it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen in my entire life. I don't know what the name of the new Star Wars ride was, but it was like where they had like the stormtroopers like all there in a row and stuff. Like, it was amazing. It was so great. Even getting stuck in line to go see like because that was at the time the Star Wars stuff was the first time I'd ever seen all the Star Wars stuff. And I think when we went to go see the Rise of the yes. And I remember thinking, being up at 5 in the morning, I was like, this better be amazing. Cause like she literally has us rough and tumble, like she had us rough and tumble. And we also got like some kind of priority access to go see whatever the Millennium Falcon ride was, but then everything broke down. So we had to like stay in line for like 2 hours. But like they sent like all the characters out, like Chewbacca came out and what was that? What was the name of the girl in the Ray? Is it Ray? Was that her name? The name of the like the new Luke Skywalker? Anyway, that was amazing. That was the last time we went. So you're one of those. So travel. Yes, go travel. Do all of the things. And Yummy Goddess, I'm gonna do my best to try to order something next time. It has sure been wonderful. I could only listen to y'all's live earlier today. I was enjoying the conversation. I was like, yay. I hope Bree goes live more often. So y'all, I did a video a couple of days ago about one of my favorite mutuals in the UK. Y'all know I like to talk about Duchess Meghan. Y'all know I think Duchess Meghan is one of these archetypes. One of our icons out there is Black woman. I think she's kind of living in a really huge, glamorous way. A lot of the everyday BS, microaggressions, straight lies, people projecting stuff on you, denying us they want to deny her softness, they want to deny her the princess life, it is very important that she not that the dominant culture decided it's very important that she not enjoy. I know, I did love that podcast. She's one of the reasons I stuck with podcasting too, because I was like, if Duchess Meghan is freaking podcasting and she's on going on podcasts and guesting on them, that woman has her pulse on the finger of just about everything. So we're gonna pay attention to like what she like. So I like her and I like talking about her a lot. And so there's some really fun, smart Black British chat on TikTok, and live chat on TikTok was just my favorite. And so the name of the host is Bree Talks About It All. It's either Bree Talks About It All or Bree Talks It All. It used to be Bree the Champagne Gal, but she hosts this wonderful panel of just hilarious, smart people that get on there and chit chat about Duchess Meghan. It is the best chat, and it's looking like Bree's going to be doing more live. So if y'all want to get in there and you want to talk royal family through a global Black perspective, it is the best. Like, it's just the best. And some of the heavy hitters from the niche pop in there too. Yeah, she is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love her. Princess Duchess Megan, Princess Henry, Duchess Megan is helping me fall back in love with cooking because y'all, that's another confession. I was confessing last night. I'm so tired of cooking for people. I've been doing it my whole from the time my mom divorced my dad and I was 9 years old. So Duchess Megan, it is literally, I am going to start doing more of her recipes from my kitchen because I am just bored. I am uninspired. Like people in this house don't want to tell me what they want me to cook. They want for me to dream up stuff. Like I'm, no, wait, there's no cookware too. Is there cookware? There wasn't any cookware on the as ever site, was there? Anyway, y'all, Princess Duchess Megan does these drops of merchandise, not merch. It's stuff. Like it's like little delicate, like little shortbread cookies, little sprinkles. Those the sprinkles are what I really want for my mocktails for the summer. And you can sprinkle them on food. These little sprinkleable edible flowers. There's a new wine that is going to go through the roof. And then she does these drops. They sell out, and then all these white creators just sit around and just say lots of mean stuff about it. So as far as I'm concerned, it's sending some energy back. And it's also nice to have like a global chit chat. Like it's nice to have global chit chat. Oh, you got the sprinkles this last time? I didn't get nothing. I was like so late. Next time I'm gonna set my alarm. I used to tease y'all to set y'all's alarms, but now I see why y'all set your alarm. So I am this close to being a hater. I am this close, but I'm keeping myself from doing it because, again, Leo code of ethics. Like, just on principle, we can't be haters. If we're going to be haters, we have to go be haters in closets and close the door. We cannot let, oh, yeah, she does love Le Creuset. And then the coolest thing happened. My friend Q was talking about this. The coolest thing happened after that. Then Black women started showing off their Le Creuset. Like, everybody started like pulling it out. And I was like, I only have 2 pieces. Here's my two little Mitch Mass pieces, but it was the nicest thing. It was the nicest thing. I love her. All right, y'all, let me go feed myself. I'll be like walking around wondering why I got a headache and why I'm in a bad mood and I didn't eat any lunch. All right, I love y'all like play cousins. I will be back tomorrow for Friday, and that'll probably be Friday night. Do y'all want to do a Q&A on Friday night? Y'all let me know. If you're in the somebody very special and important to me out here in these TikTok streets said that y'all might like that. So y'all let me know if you would, because I'm very happy to do a Q&A. And if you do want me to do a Q&A, tell me what you want the topic to be, because we should keep it to a topic, because I'm very happy to talk either about spirituality all night, or about our relationships all night, or about marriage all night, or about dating all night, or about entrepreneurship, podcasting. Like, I'm very happy to answer questions, but y'all give me an idea of what you'd like for us to do, because I'd like a theme, because sometimes I can't handle fastballs from over here and over here, because some of the talk, my hair products, yeah, y'all want me to? Okay, I will. Y'all know I'm a sacred girl. Y'all know I'm a sacred girl with a good haircut. I have to say, I basically have wanted to look like Sheila E. my whole life. Y'all remember, like, Sheila had a good Janet Jackson, Sheila E., the Witches of Eastwick. There are some things about the 80s I never got over. Plus, I had a lot of really bad damage after when I first started my business, and like during COVID, it was like 2020, 2021. I did, we all do our own little bootleg photo shoot to put on our website. And I, for reasons that I do not even understand, thought that straight hair would probably be for the best. And I was doing it myself because you couldn't go get a silk press or anything. My hair was so damaged, and I hadn't had a haircut in years. So like about a year and a half ago, I got a good haircut, and sacred. I'm telling you all. So I'm just saying, it's my favorite. So I will totally do haircare products. All right, y'all let me know. And also, you know what I've really been appreciating? I really appreciate with y'all that are a part of the family, when y'all share your lives. The Glamorous Life. That's one of my favorite songs. I love that song to this day. I love when y'all share y'all's lives with me, or lives that y'all are in, or y'all think that I would enjoy. Thank you so much. It's like when somebody recommends music. Like, I really appreciate it. So thank you for that. When y'all do that. All right, love y'all. Let me go get something to eat. I will see everybody tomorrow, okay? All right, bye, everybody. Huh.
To the Asian topic. Okay, so here's. So shout out to Nanibu Lioness over on X, who brought us this lovely piece here. Let's read it together, class. Megan didn't force anyone to buy her products. And the many posts I've seen suggesting that people are happy with their purchases, everything is sold out. And Megan's supporters, yes, that's us, are fine with the price of her flower sprinkles.
I don't care.
Can buy this.
Why do y'all care about Megan's jam?
Haters are so fixated on Megan. And this is
Oh God, am I still live on TikTok?
boiling
On
down
YouTube.
to now, class, that nobody is for